my view. Welcome back. We're here for the 6 hours of Orlando. Race has already started. We only started half a lap down this time. The car did not want to start. The engine is definitely going back to Victor Peters. This one was brand new. They swapped it out with the one we sent to heaven. So hopefully nothing falls off. We have a very clean race, and
You got it.
oh god, we send it and we win and we finish with no issues. That's why I just want a clean race throughout the whole weekend. It's gonna be Fernando, Alex, Bill, and Joe racing. Alex is right there right now. We don't know the weight 100% sure, but I sent him out there with 20 pounds, and then we'll adjust from there. Him and Joe about the same weight, and then Fernando and Bill about the same weight. So 2 will need weight, 2 won't need weight. As long as everything holds together, it should be a good run. I hope so. That's what Fernando's been doing for the last 20 minutes.
Do what?
Figuring out how to use a gimbal. Bill did his last stint. How was it, Bill?
It was good. A little hot out there, but Kart was good. Went very stable. Felt good.
It was not 20 minutes. It was only 19 minutes trying to figure out how to use this stick, which I bought from a Chinese store in Lisbon. But it actually works.
No. It's because he's cheap as hell and he bought a knockoff that doesn't work.
So Fernando doesn't know how to use his stick.
No, Fernando doesn't know how to use a stick. And then Giles, he's about to go in for the final stint. We have Alex out there right now. I haven't been taping. The camera broke and...
That's not my
Short video.
yeah, it's going to be a short video. But I'm going to get the final stint.
Yeah, my stick's not big enough, that's why.
Yeah. My GoPro, so I got to send that off to get fixed. I have the GoPro for life, so that program, you send it off and they fix it for you. So I'm happy about that.
You can use my GoPro.
We are. So we're using Fernando's GoPro. But Kart's been doing good. We've had some carb issues. We broke a piece off. We were pouring fuel all over the track. Alex is right now out there. He doesn't know it, but he has like 90% throttle. So then we'll definitely send it, get everything tightened up, buttoned up for the final stint. It's going to be a close one. We might end up P2. Fernando got a penalty. His fault. Fernando's fault. We got a penalty, so he's the reason we lost.
It's not my fault. You guys let me out good.
So final run with Joe in the cart. We got the throttle cable finally tight, so we had full throttle now. Brakes were kind of fading. It was basically, we haven't changed them in 12 hours, so definitely brakes were not there at the best, but the cart was doing great. After we fixed the carb issue with another carb, the cart was running great. Just overall, we had lacked a little bit of speed compared to our competitors, but definitely for the next race, we'll have it all dialed in. We'll actually have a motor that's not straight out of the box, because you could tell the difference. One straight from the box and one that's been sent to a builder. So we'll get our motor back from the builder, and then from there on out, it'll just be 12 hours of hopefully holding it down the Ford. All right, for an endurance race, you do not have to have the fastest lap time. It's all about being consistent and getting through traffic. The main goal is, can you get through traffic faster than your competitors? If the answer is yes, you have a really good chance of winning. And also, no penalties, and don't break anything. There's a couple things to it, but the gist of it is get through traffic. The next race that we're going to, it'll be at night. It won't be any tire degradation, really. These tires don't last as long as the MGs, so it's kind of like trying to keep them alive the whole time. But really, if you push them harder, they work better. For some reason, if you baby them, they actually fall off pretty good. We ended up getting a black flag. Alex came in, I think, a few pounds a little too light, so we ended up getting a black flag. We had to serve the penalty. Giles going to come in here into the pits and then pull off into the pit lane and then slide forward and stop. And then once you serve the penalty, you're supposed to pull out back onto track. But we made a slight mistake and pulled out into pit lane, which I thought it was over for me. I was like, all right, we're done with all the pit stops. When I saw him in pit lane, I was like, oh my god, something broke. No, he just he just went the wrong way. And then on top of that, we got another penalty for leaving the pits too early. So it was a double whammy. Yeah, it sucked. What can we say? Racing. It really stopped a really close race to a far deficit. We were at this point maybe going to be on the same lap as them when we finish, but we ended up finishing 3 laps down. Uh, just luck of the Irish, which it wasn't really lucky. But that's the only time Fernando ran the whole race. It was to see what was up. I didn't know what was going on either. But in the end, yeah, it was a little time penalty here and there. We got everything back situated. I took a second to look at the cart, um, push him back out, and then get him going. I thought something had broke, but no, it was just basically um, we forgot to exit the way that we were supposed to go out. But things like this happen. Best thing about this, nothing broke, nothing moved, chain didn't move, nothing was wrong at all. It was just difficult to start the engine from time to time. I just don't know why. Even with the new carburetor, it was difficult. But he was doing killer lap times. We were running really well. Super happy with the performance. Handling of the kart was great. We just couldn't really get off the corners that well. That could have been due more to motor than anything else. Running straight from the box onto a kart, it really lacked some power. We weren't able to hit the limiter down the front stretch, and on a built engine, you're hitting the limiter right at start finish line. So there's a big power deficit between a stock motor and one that's been done. But overall, really happy with the race. Next race, just going to do maybe a clutch adjustment, try and get the engagement a little bit differently to help us out of the corners a little bit better as well. And then gain the motor back from VP. It should really help us at all. But you can see how he drives. He just slices through traffic. This is where he made up most of our time. Just him carving through traffic. It was really nice. Him and Alex really put a gap between us and the leaders. I think Alex had a good. We were down 30 seconds, and then we made up a good 30 seconds plus another 20 seconds. And it's just carving through traffic. Alex goes through traffic like crazy. JL goes through traffic like crazy. So that's basically what a race is won and lost, especially if there's a lot of rental carts out there. If there's a lot of rental carts, traffic is everything. Getting around them clearly, fast, quickly, that's the whole goal, the name of the game. You got to do that and able to order to win. Team Mullet has been killing it the whole season. They have been on top of their game. They haven't had any malfunctions at all. They haven't had any issues at all. It has been crazy how clean that team has been. But us, we definitely, during the 12-hour event, we were one of the teams to be reckoned with. I think we finished third overall, and we had Tilson's running in that class. That was on the 206, of course, but for some reason, when the longer races happen, like this one, we don't have any issues. If it's a short race, like a 4-hour endurance race, exhaust, chain issues. I mean, yeah, we did have a freak accident with the carburetor. I don't know how the heck that thing broke. We didn't get hit or anything, but the exhaust stayed on, and we didn't snap the chain. Also, I've been running the same gear from Smoker, the Skip 255, for 30 hours now. I've just been testing and still running it. I might put a new one on, but I really want to run that old one more time for 12 hours straight. Yeah, Mike is freaking out about it, but we'll be fine. There's Team Mullet, their fast driver as well. The kid's really quick. He has great pace in the kart. I mean, he does a really good job. He just, they had a little bit of the edge. Gets the kart really well and rotated, and then you could just see the difference of that bad boy pulling down the straightaway. So we just have to, and we're all the same weight. We're all 350. Well, it's supposed to be 350. We're a little heavy. We really can't get down to 350. Only one of us can get down to 350, really. And then I got Bill and Fernando running a little heavy. Zhao, I got him right around 360, and then Alex is the only one that can really get down to 350 pretty good. Gyro can get down to 352. I just need to get the weight dialed in for the next round, which we'll make sure we happen. Next round is 12 hours, so it is a lot longer event. If you haven't done an endurance race, you definitely have to check it out. It is a blast to do. Yes, it is mentally and physically tiring, but once you get in the rhythm of the kart, if you really want to learn how to pass, if you really want to learn how to navigate traffic, get your racecraft up, I think these events are amazing. Also, kart control, because yeah, he sells rain tires, and we have the option to put rain tires on, but he doesn't let us put the rain tires on. So he makes us go out there on slicks when it's basically wet. So we're gonna see how this next event goes for sure, because I know the track's gonna be pretty slick. I don't even know what to do with setup. I'm thinking about it. I have been thinking about it. I just might probably add a whole bunch of grip to a kart and then send it from there. Probably run something I never run, which are seat struts to add rear grip. Basically, that's probably what we're going to have to end up doing, because really it is going to be cold at night, which cold for us is really not that cold, but rain might come. So that's the only crazy factor to this, that rain may be in the area. So we'll see where it goes. We'll take it from there. If it doesn't rain, then we got to do something else. Not really, just keep the same setup and make it drivable. Remember, these stints are 45 minutes to an hour and a half, depending on what driver's in there, how they do the strategy. The strategist that we have does a really good job of, making the stint stops. Our pit stops are usually pretty damn tight. We're either right at the limit or right under the limit. So we push the limit for sure. Overall, great race. Checker flag comes out. Couldn't be happy for the team. The Alzheimer's team did a great job running. We're almost there. We have finished second place over and over and over again. A couple times we had the outright speed to win. Mechanical issues caught us out. But this final race, we'll make sure we have it all straightened out. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the like button, the share button. Love you guys. Take it easy and catch you guys on track.